Hello, I hope you can hear me well. My screen recorder doesn't let me switch in between windows, so I'm just going to explain the code part first, and I'm going to show you the game. So I have included a few new behaviors. So I'll just start with the easier one, which is like a panther, and then over there I am basically picking up a material and I'm doing all of the collider checks which were included in the source code. And if the player enters to the collider's triggers, I'm changing the color of the material. And once it's exiting, I'm changing it back. Then I have something a bit similar but kind of different. So I have like micro behavior, which is the thing I use for microscopes. You're gonna see like what a minute makes sense. So this time I am getting a renderer because I am not changing the material, I'm changing the object color. So in the update I'm rotating the object, so which is one of the behaviors, and then when it enters into the trigger it is changing the color, and then it's changing the color again once it is exiting. So for the game manager, I don't think I changed it. I think game manager is exactly the same as the source code, but I changed the game points for the points objects. So what I did was I got the renderer again in here for changing the color, and then I am assigning the renderer in the start, so the variable is getting declared in here. And then what I'm doing is once the trigger is once the character enters into the trigger, I am adding the new behavior script component, which is the thing we did in class. It's just rotating. The thing we did in the class is literally the same. And then there's a debug just to make sure it's working. And then I'm also changing the material color. And I also added a bit of delay before the object disappears, so we can actually see the action. So this is all of the code I did. Okay, now so here's the changes I made. I know it kind of looks absurd because these were the 3D objects I had. So basically, to explain, the sharks, they are the point objects, and then I also have a final boss, which is the main character herself as another point object. She's located in here. And then I also imported, oh my god. Okay, 1 second, sorry. Okay, I also imported a few objects, stationary objects with behaviors. So I have a panther and I have 2 microscopes. So in total there are 3 objects with different behaviors. So what's going to be happening is there are 9 sharks and 1 boss. So you need to take them all. And when you get close to the sharks, their eye color changes and then they start rotating. Then you get the point. And then with the final boss, it's also the same behavior. But the eyes don't change color because of the material. It was assigned as an image, so it didn't change color. And then you're going to have these rotating. And then if you get close, the color changes. And then you have the eye color change for this one when you're getting close to it. So I'm just going to demonstrate. I'm trying to make this fast so I don't take up your time. So yeah, the way it works is God, okay, so it's you pick up these. Once you get near, it changes color. Once you exit, it changes color. Then you gotta pick up these. Oh my god. God, I'm so sorry, I'm very bad with playing games. It goes, and then when you're entering here, it goes red. But once you exit, you're safe again. Yeah, so I'll need to pick up all of the sharks in here. Yeah, so. And then, yeah, the main boss. So yeah, this is the end of the game. So I'm just checking the requirements right now. Yeah, there are like added behaviors at these 3 objects in the environment, basically like 2 microscopes and the panther. And then adding behaviors to point objects. All point objects should have some behavior added to them. Yes, they all have a behavior, which is literally the same behavior. And then implement at least 2 different behaviors. I have like kind of 3 behaviors: rotating, changing color, and doing both simultaneously. And then using additional assets in the scene. So I have the character, shark, microscope, and the panther, so 4 additional assets. And then yeah, so scene contains game object with game manager and at least 10 game objects. So 9 sharks and 1 boss, and the game manager is here. And I like to believe that I imported everything correctly. So that's it. Thank you.